How long you been dealing with your homelessness?
For like 5, 6 months.
Okay, 5, 6 months ago, what exactly caused you to be homeless?
I got kicked out of the people's house. If they family stuff, you know how family stuff be in
Okay,
college. Everybody's not college material.
you
So,
didn't want to go?
I did, but they just, mom, they never put me in college. So,
Okay.
If you feel like they harass you, you know the police officer name, you want to call them out, you want to
I know one of them. Their name is Miss Morgan. Very soon. Like I have a lot of money's gonna come in. So, and a lot of people may not believe it, but I'm telling you, in the long run, it's gonna help, bro. It's gonna be big. So, they had closed my account, put a restriction mode because my account was compromised. So, with that being said, yes, they try to transfer money from my account.
Sent to the savings
It
account.
wasn't. It was more than 10. I say it was more than 10.
Yeah.
What's up, YouTube? Top Flight USA back with another one. How you doing, brother?
Good.
All right. I met you down here at Oak City. What you got going on right now?
Nothing, not much. Just chilling, just trying to get through by the day, stuff like that.
Okay. And like, what's your situation right now?
Um, uh, Homeless right now, but it's not gonna be for long though. I got some good things coming for me, like my music. It's gonna help me out. It's finna push me through, help me get my place,
Okay.
get a car. So and I went to jail last night too, but for some other reasons, but it won't really my fault though, cause like at the same time, it's a lot to it, but I mean it's a time and place for everything. But I feel
What you go to jail for?
So last night I was at the NC State Library, and I was with my friend, and I had walked down like at 9:52. I was getting my noodles out the microwave. And I went to the bathroom. Police came in. They tried to force me out, saying I had to leave. So
Did you go to jail?
No, I didn't go to jail. They let me go the same night.
What you mean they let you go the same night?
Like they released me the same night. They let me sign some papers and stuff. They let me go the same night.
So you what you went to the magistrate or something?
Yeah, yeah.
What they charge you with?
Trespassing, SCH.
What's that?
Cocaine, but I never did cocaine before in my life, and I promise you I didn't.
They found some paraphernalia on you?
This weed, that's it. And like I never had CSH. I never did it before.
What they tested the bag?
There was no bag or nothing, so I don't know why they put CH on my charge. I never had CH. I never did cocaine before in my life. I never did. I don't know why I even had it.
Did you ask them about that?
Yes, I did. I did when I got to the jail, and I don't know why, but I have court today at 1:30, so I'm going to go to that, and I'm going to see why I have that, and we're going to get that resolved.
So are you saying Raleigh Police Department falsely claimed that you had cocaine on you, and you did?
Yes, they did. Yes, most definitely, because I never did cocaine before in my life. I only do weed.
What all did you have on you when they contacted you?
I only had weed, that's it. I only had weed.
Did they charge you for that?
Yes, they did. I only had weed, that was it. I only had weed, sir. That was it. And I feel like that, with being said, it's more like a racial part. I think there was racial profiling me too, because the way they was doing certain things, they're asking me questions, trying to make me feel uncomfortable, but it didn't really work.
What type of questions was they asking you?
They were asking me, was I homeless? And they were none of their business. They were asking me, like where I stay at, asking me all types of questions that had nothing to do with them, stuff like that.
So how you feel about the situation?
It's bogus as hell, because I feel like as a young black man, you shouldn't have to go through that anyway. Police, they gonna do that because like they gonna do that to certain people who think they are ignorant, but really they're the ignorant people. They showing that, and they showing their true colors and how ignorant they are. So at the end of the day, there's no really debate or discussion about certain things, because we know what's the real truth and what's really going on out here and what's really going on. So at the same time, we know how it can diverse and how it can show it can be a greater thing. Because
are you saying you got harassed by the police,
yes,
brother?
Yes, brother, man. They was harassing me, and I was, even though I was there, because like I told you, when When I went downstairs at 9:52, I went to the bathroom. I was cooking my noodles, and even I showed them my noodles that I had. They still put me in handcuffs because they felt like that was their power to do that, even though they didn't really give me a real explanation. Even though I was there after the hours, cause like I told you, I was already leaving, and I went downstairs at 9:52 to cook my noodles. I went to the bathroom. I was in there for like 10 minutes. They came in there saying I had to leave, and I was like, okay. I was pulling them up. I was gonna gather myself, and then he tried to force his way into the stall.
What time did the place close?
It closed at 10.
You said you was in the bathroom at 9:52.
Yes, sir.
And you know they close at 10 o'clock. Is it a situation where you might have been taking your time on leaving?
Yes, I mean, I feel that too. Cause like I was just cause like they thought I was stealing because I wasn't, and
I mean, what can you steal at the library other than books?
exactly. So they thought I was stealing somebody's food, which it wasn't nobody's food. It was ours, my friends, and I was getting my noodles. I put it in a microwave. I was cooking them, and at that point, I was just like, I'm so confused on why I was out stealing. So that's why I feel like they was racial profiling me.
Okay, so I don't want to stay on that topic too long because that's an open case for you. So if they did something wrong to you, I do want to stay on the topic.
Right.
If you feel like they harass you, you know the police officer name, you want to call them out, you want to
I know one of them. Their name is Miss Morgan. She's one of them. And they didn't give me all my property back. I had a blue book bag. I had a red beanie with some strings on it and black strings on it.
Okay.
Feel me, twin? Oh, she didn't give me all my goddamn on God, gang.
Let me give you some advice, and then we're gonna move on from that topic. Next time you run into the police, ask them for their business card. It has all their information on it. Soon as they approach you, ask them. They have to give it to you soon as you ask them. That's how you keep in contact with who contacted you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you need to know the names of the officers. That's the first step. It should be on your paperwork. Whoever you was in contact with.
I got the paperwork in my back pocket.
All right. Well, let's start from the beginning. What's your name, age, and where you from?
My name Jordan, 22. I'm from North Carolina, Raleigh. But I'm living most of my life in Garner though.
Okay. So you represent Raleigh or Garner? Which one?
I really don't represent none, to be honest. I'm moving to Santa Monica soon for my label, so I make music. And so hopefully I won't be here for long.
How long you been dealing with your homelessness?
For like 5-6 months.
Okay, 5-6 months ago, what exactly caused you to be homeless?
I got kicked out of the people's house. You know, if family stuff, you know how family stuff be.
Okay.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? So like, I've just been at this for like 5-6 months, but it's gonna be okay. Next time you see me, bro, you're gonna see me on TV, you're gonna see me on Rolling Loud, you're gonna see me at concerts, you're gonna see me at Box Fest with underground rappers, you're gonna see me everywhere, bro. You're gonna see me on TV, you're gonna see me on concerts doing my thing.
Okay. All right. Did you grow up in a two-parent household?
No, I did not. I grew up with one household mom, and my dad, because my mom, she had divorced my dad around the time I was born. I was a baby. They got divorced.
Did you have a relationship with your father?
Yeah, I did. I did. He some point in time, you know, he would come to the house and pick me and my older brother up and stuff, and you know, we'd do stuff and stuff like that.
Okay. If you had one word to describe your father, what would it be?
I don't know, but all I know is I love him, and some things happen. You know, they don't be there sometimes, but I don't really have a word I would say for that.
Okay. If you had to rate his father's skills, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best, what would you rate it?
And like through the lifetime, I'll probably rate it like a 6.5 or 9.
Okay, that ain't bad.
Or 5.
How was it like growing up with your mom?
It was good. She made a lot of sacrifices for me. I love her for that, and she will always be in my heart because she made a lot of sacrifices.
Okay.
She would like put me and my brother through basketball, like when she didn't have the money, she made hella sacrifices, you know, and stuff like that, you know. So I love her for that, you know. She had my full support.
That's what's up. Shout out to your mom. for doing her thing, raising 2 boys, right?
No, I have 5 siblings. So
Okay.
I have 3 other brothers and I have 2 sisters.
Okay, and where are you at in the birth order?
I'm the middle child.
Okay. Out of 5, you the second or the third?
I'm third.
Okay. All right. And growing up, did you complete high school?
Yes, I have my high school diploma.
Shout out to you, brother. Good job for completing high school. Did you attend college after high school?
No.
Did you want to?
I don't know at the moment because I have a lot of things going on that will help me better than that. But and it may not be right now, but it will very, very, very soon. Like I have a lot of money's going to come in, so and a lot of people may not believe it, but I'm telling you, in the long run, it's going to help, bro. It's going to be big. So, but college isn't. There's nothing wrong going to college. You know, everybody can do college. You know, everybody's not college material.
You didn't want to go?
I did, but they just, mom, they never put me in college. So
okay,
that's why,
What happened? Was your grades good enough?
Grades was kind of good. They was straight, but I just felt like she probably thought I wasn't probably, the material for it. So that's why,
You saying your mom thought you
Yeah.
wasn't the material for it?
Yeah, they thought I want like college material.
Why do you say that, brother?
Because how kind of my grades was and like.
Are you saying like your grades and like your grade point average wasn't?
Like the GPA one, I say my GPA was probably like a 2.9 or maybe 3.0. I don't really know for sure it was, but it was all right. It wasn't too bad.
You didn't ever think about going to a community college?
Yeah, I still can. Might go to Wait Tech. Might do Wait Tech. Looking at that too. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with going back to school.
Yeah, because you've been talking about music, so maybe you can go to a college that do entertainment technology or something like that.
Right, correction. Yeah, and that's definitely nothing wrong with that too. Yeah, but I might get paid. Like I'm already done got paid, but I gotta something done happen with my bank, so I gotta get that taken care of. And I'm still trying to.
Okay,
and,
you've been mentioning you about to get paid. What are you talking about?
I already did. Like it's a lot of money. Like it helped me get my own place. But I'm moving. They moving me to Santa Monica. You know what? That's in California. You ever heard of Santa Monica?
Yeah.
That's where our label is at, a music label, and they finna pursuing me. They finna.
You said they already paid you?
Yeah.
Okay.
They pay me, but it's more money. But if something happened with my bank, somebody tried to take money from me, so I.
So what was it, like a sign-on bonus?
Yeah.
How much was it?
It was 20. It was I ain't gonna get that information out because it's not really like too much to give out because it's not really everybody's business, but it's a good amount of money to where that was gonna give me for my own studio equipment, and other part of the money was gonna help me get my own place. But they're moving me out to Santa Monica. They just want.
What kind of deal did you sign?
It was a label. I had signed to a label.
Was it like a 360 deal?
I don't think it was a 360 deal, cause I think it was more like a mainstream label where all the big artists is like Ken Carson, The Strong Lowly, Playboy Cardi.
Did you sign paperwork?
Yes, it was a paperwork. It was through the mobile app teams. That's why I'm still communicating with them. The mobile app teams.
And when you read the paperwork,
the label's called Interscope's record.
Interscope, okay, that's a big label.
Yes, and it's a real label.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
What type of deal did you sign, brother?
I had signed it. I had signed the deal. It wasn't no 360. It was a mainstream label deal.
Like, okay, what was your percentages?
I can't really remember. I have to go back on my phone and look at it, but I know it's pretty big because it's pretty big. They gave me a lot of money. So
how much money did they give you? I'm interested in knowing how much money would they give a younger artist. And I haven't heard your music yet, and I'm definitely gonna check it out. But what's like the ballpark? You don't got to give the exact number.
Let's say it's more than 10K.
Okay.
It's a lot more than 10K. And
And you said something happened to the money?
Yes, something happened. I don't want to really get too much information about it, but I'm working on my way to get it back. Somebody tried to steal money from me.
So when they sent you the money, did they send you a check or they wired you the money?
They wired me the money through my bank, and I had went to my branch. I had cleared this debt of $377.10, and then I had moved it to my checking account. Where I got a new debit card, and then once I did that, I looked at my bank. All the money was almost gone. They left me with $1,000.
You go into the bank, they can see exactly where that money went.
Exactly. So, but as I was telling them that too, and they couldn't. I was calling them back, but they couldn't see nothing because my account is on restriction mode and it's closed. And I had to wait until I get back into my account. That's why I submit a request review with my ID, 3 signatures, my first name, my middle initial, my last name, and my email, and some other stuff too, and my phone number. And the reason why I want the access back into my banking account. And yeah, so hopefully I can. That's gonna take about 2 more days or a day or so. Hopefully they be done on their part and I get access back into my account, and then I could talk to them about getting my money back. If I gotta go to the police about it, then I will. Because that's my money. I work hard for that. I put time and dedication to my music, a lot of effort, a lot of time being. So yeah.
So
rightfully deserved.
You signed a deal with Interscope Records.
Correct.
And they wired you the money to your bank account.
Mm-hmm.
You went to the bank to access the money, and
I went to the bank so I can pay this $377 debt, because I couldn't get a debit card. They was asking me to get a debit card, but I couldn't get a debit card.
Like $3.77 or $300.
$377. That's what was on my account, and that's what they made when it was months ago when they was trying to test my account.
Wouldn't they would have took that money right out though when that money hit? Wouldn't they would have just withdrew it?
That's what they did, and that's why I looked at my bank and they left, and I just had a little money, and I was confused. So I asked them, was this you? And they said no. So it was another person. So that's why they shut down my account, put on restriction mode. Nothing can be sent and nothing can be taken like that.
So really, all they had to do is verify the funds, bro.
Exactly, and they couldn't do that because I think they needed a one-time passcode and their device, whatever device they had logged on to my account, because I had changed the username and password. So whatever device they was logged on to my account, their device was still on my account.
No, when you went into the branch,
right,
and try to get the money.
Mm-hmm. No, I wasn't trying to get the money. I was telling them I wanted to pay my debt of $377 that was on my account, and then I had transferred that money into my checking account, my new checking account, and then when I went back to check my account, almost all that money was gone. It left me like.
So when they wired the money to you, what account did they wire it to you to?
They had shared it to my membership savings account.
Okay, and you switched the money to the checkings account.
Yeah, to a new checking account, to a brand new checking account.
A brand new checking account.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you should have been able to walk right into the bank and get the money out with your ID, brother. You don't need no phones or no logins or nothing. You show your ID, you're the owner of the account. You're supposed to be able to get the money right then and there.
Yeah, and I did get the money. I got the money through my checking account. I wasn't trying to cash it out. I had them switch it over to a new checking account, and I had the money. But then when I look back at my bank account, I only had like $1,000 on my account. So I was just kind of confused what was going on.
So why did you switch it to a new bank account if you already had it?
You mean a new checking account? Because they were asking me. He asked me to get a debit card. And in order for me to get a debit card, I had to clear that $377.10.
I mean, you had $10,000.
So I used some of the money that was in my membership savings to clear that balance, so I could get a new checking account. I didn't have no checking account or debit card, so in order to get a debit card, I had to clear that $377. So I used some of the money that was in my membership savings to clear that balance. You
said you had the $10K sent to the savings account.
It was more than 10K. I say it was more than 10K.
Yeah, okay. What roughly sent to the savings account?
Correction.
The membership savings account.
Yep. Right.
So when you took that money over to the check-ins, they should have just took it right out though, right?
What you mean?
As soon as you transferred the money over
to my new checking account?
Yeah.
I should have cashed it out.
No, when you switched it over to what? now that I understand it, if you switched it over to a new checkings account, you shouldn't have had no problems.
No, because I told you, I just told you, I gave somebody access to my,
The new account.
I gave somebody access to my banking information months ago.
The new account?
No, my same account that I had, my neighbor for, I gave them access to my banking account months ago.
Okay, so saying, let me follow you. Mm-hmm. You saying the person you gave access to your account swiped the money before you even got a chance to put it in the new account?
No, they try to transfer money from their account. They transfer money to my account to their account. They try to do that because I gave them access. I gave them the information months ago, which I should never did. Cause I thought it was gonna send money, which I should never did, and that was a lesson learned. So, and now when all that happened, they had closed my account, put a restriction mode because my account was compromised.
So how long is it supposed to be on restriction?
That's what I'm saying. I asked them, but I don't know. I gotta wait until they do their part to do their part. I already did my submit request, so I gotta wait until they do their part.
And how long you been waiting?
For like 2-3 days. I already did the submit request probably about 2 days ago, so it's probably gonna take probably about a day or two,
okay.
Hopefully. I did it before, but that was for like security questions like months ago for something else. That was like to reset my security questions, and it took probably like a couple days, about close to 5 days. So I probably got about 2 more days, or maybe a day or so.
Well, we've been going about 15 minutes on this video. I think we went about 10 on the other video, so we kind of long. Shout your pages out as far as your music.
My gram, my Instagram is JA2Ys_S2Os_LOVD, but it's deactivated right now. That's where I post all my music at, like snippets and stuff.
You said it's deactivated?
Yeah, I deactivated. I'm serious with my music.
Can you bring it back?
Yeah, I will soon. I don't be on Instagram a lot. I don't do that Instagram stuff. I don't. So I be off of it. So I be going through stuff. So,
okay, what social media page you got?
My backup Instagram is xlover u0.
Okay.
So xlover and then u0.
Okay.
That's my backup Instagram.
All right. Yeah, man, y'all.
Do
you got music on that page?
No, that's just my backup Instagram, just in case if my main one get hacked or something.
Where the pages that got the music?
My main account, my Instagram.
The one that's disabled?
Yeah, that's one that's deactivated, but I will bring it back soon.
Okay.
All right. Just believe that. I will be back soon.
What's your rap name?
J So Love. JA2Ys_S2Os_LOVD.
Okay.
J So Love. I'm on all streaming platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Amazon Prime, everything. Which one to name? Snapchat, Roblox.
And what type of music you do?
I make like experimental, hyper pop, screamo, alternative, heavy metal, rock type music.
Okay. All right, man. Look out for this brother right here, man.
Y'all gonna see me soon. On God, on my mama, y'all gonna see me soon come up. I'm finna be the next coming artist, mainstream.
We're gonna have to do another video, cause that bank account stuff, I don't know, bro. It just kind of sounded. I ain't saying you lying or nothing, but it kind of sounded a little.
I can show you proof on my phone too, so like.
So we'll do another update video, and we'll kind of switch the topics and talk about something else. Okay, you know what I'm saying? All right, man. Y'all check the man music out. It's interesting that you're doing that type of music. I really want to check it out, man. I wish you didn't disable the page, but you say you bringing it back soon, right?
Yeah, I will. I'll bring it back soon. I just be going through stuff. I'm a mysterious person, so like I don't really be on Instagram that much. So like, but I post little snippets and stuff. But I'm about to drop real soon though. I'm working on the tape, but I'm about to probably drop like, cause usually when I drop like 4 songs or 6 songs. But I might drop a tape this month. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But we'll just see how it goes. I'm dropping real soon. And I will be back.
Okay. There it is. He said he will be back, so we'll be on the lookout for you. Thank you for doing the interview, brother. God bless you.
God bless you too, brother, man.
All right.